Happy New Year's, one and all. New Year's Eve. New Year's for some. I know we got some folks that are across the pond and it's already, 2024 for them. We're behind, just like America always is. Grindhead Jim, welcome to the show. And, I knew I was going to do this. I do this every year, but I always got to make it complicated. So we're going to make it complicated this time, too. So, right now, I want to just kind of give you an idea of the structure. So, we're going to be doing this up until New Year's strikes for Eastern time. Okay? So, Eastern time, it's midnight for them. Woohoo! We're done. In the meantime, between now and then, we're going to talk a little bit about where the channel's been. I'm going to show you guys the end of the year video. And then we're going to have, if anyone wants to come on, we can have some guests come on and we will have a little bit of a round table in public before New Year's on the Eastern Seaboard. And as of that moment, we'll be switching over to YouTube members and Patreon members only for a relatively short after party leading up to New Year's here in Texas. Okay? That's so we know what's going on. Catch up with you guys in chat. I see a bunch of you. I know Ian Sweeney was in here before. Critical Enjoyers here. Gojatron's here. Epic Badger. Ian Sweeney again. Mr. Ted Milich. I see Ben Stutley. I see Ricky. He says whoop whoop. I see Jeff Morris, who is absolutely correct. Dancing Godzilla is awesome. Crustzilla is great. And I see James Salzberg says won't be jumping on tonight. Gotcha. Hey, no worries, man. Happy anniversary. Wish you all the best. We'll see you on the next one. And then we got Squiggle Squigs. Says Happy New Year, Jim and Lauren. Some of the best parts of the year were coming from y'all. I agree, but in reverse, because we can't be friends with, you should love yourself, but that's different. So, and also Billy Wifta is here as well. Hello. Hello. Good to see you. So, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Good evening to round out the year. I'm a fan, of this holiday because you get to kind of reflect on things and all that fun stuff. But I will say without hesitation that this has been a very eventful year for yours truly. We've done a lot of stuff. When I went to do the end of the year video, I like to go through all the title cards of all the released videos, and I didn't actually do all of them. I left out a couple unboxings because I thought that was a bit redundant, right? And in hindsight, I should have done them. They were released, videos and shit. But I put out way more videos than I thought I did this year. I thought for sure that I had done barely any videos. It was all live streaming. In fact, I almost rivaled the number of live streams with videos. So, go figure. Yes. Squiggles asks if I'm drinking beers. Yes, I am. Got some Yingling right here, sir. Cheers. That is my first sip. Oh, it's thirsty. I was waiting for that one. Bill's been dozing in his chair. I took a nap earlier, believe it or not. I just took a little nap. Happy New Year to you. And yeah, 2023 has been a hell of a year. Big time. And where's my timer? I just had it up here. There you go. Yay. Goody. Yes, nectar of the gods. I'm not sure how you pronounce your misspelling, but that's all right. Ricky's back, just making your drink. Well, good. Good. It's good to see you, pal. So, again, Happy New Year. So, in the beginning of the year, there was like a big bunch of videos because I was just trying to stay busy waiting for this big move to happen. And the move happens, streams pick up, back up again, start making a few videos and then streams. It's been kind of all over the place. It's pretty cool. I bet you are. You were saying you're drinking beers, but cheers. Why you gotta rhyme all this shit, man? Why you gotta do that? Come on. Come on! Just, let's just leave it be. Don't make me look like I don't have any reading comprehension skills, Squigs. That ain't fun. But we covered a lot of new ground with the whole building up the toy room. I still have more videos to do about that. Certainly, I think we looked at some aspects of collecting that we hadn't in the past with the Toy Grinds Live. And certainly starting the 3D printing thing was big as well. Squiggle says, I'm a poet and you know it. No, you're not. Oh, Ricky's got Patty's Irish whiskey. I can't do an Irish accent. You put a gun to my head and say, do an Irish accent. I'm like, just pull a trigger, dude. Like, it's not happening. You know, there's like only a very few accents and impressions that I can do, and most of them would get me in trouble. So I just tend not to do them. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. What can you do? What can you do? But that's life, right? So, as an aftermath from the Christmas live stream, you'll see that George Lucas has moved here and been replaced by Adam West's Batman 66, and the Riddler in boxing gloves. So, that is a big display change for you guys. I don't know what the bot is doing, if there's a delay or what's going on, but I want to call out that Jimmy Salzberg did a very generous super chat. Says, yeah, boy. Merry New Year. There it is. Yeah, boy. I never get the timing right. It used to be instantaneous, and I have to figure out what the hell damn settings I had that did that. And yes, Ricky, I know you can do a Texan accent. I've heard it. It's the only one you got, buddy. Oh, wait is right. So, but I was curious, to those of you that have been watching the show, you know, throughout the year, if did it feel like pre-move, during move, and post-move? Do they have different vibes? Because obviously the sound and the video is going to be a lot different, you know. But I wonder if there was like a mood thing. Because I was going through some footage today, and I was like, I don't know if it's really that much different. But I'm curious. So you guys tell me, and let me know what shows you might remember, what videos you really liked, if you have a specific one that worked for you. Your favorite sound? I mean, I love hearing it too. Well, Happy New Year to you too, Daniel. Appreciate you. You hate your accent, which was your New Yorker accent. There's a 10-second delay, so I have no idea what that yes is now referring to. Everybody says, your mood approved. I gotta move this countdown. Sorry, folks. That's my bad. All right, here we go. Your mood improved 100% when you knew you were moving, and 1,000% after selling the new place. Was I that much of a grumpy grump? Was I making a lot of like Mattel hit pieces and shit? That's what it looked like. I appreciate that. From the outside, the energy's brighter. Okay, well, it's not, and it's not these, right? Because it is brighter in here. I'm kidding. No, I get it. And speaking of, guys, the mic is back. This is the one that I first started making videos with, and it got in my way when I was trying to do stuff in the hotel rooms. I got a smaller mic. Well, I got a new interface, and now it's back. So if you notice the sound quality a little bit better, that's why. My wife says, Happy New Year's, everyone. My first chat with you guys was last year this time. Yep. Thanks for letting me share in this great community for another new year. Aw, I love her. I wonder if I can type in the New York accent. Be easier to read. It's hard to read it out loud, that's for sure. Ben Sully says, big vibe change. Missed a lot this year. Feeling more like an interloper these days. Ben, you're never an interloper. Just because you leave home doesn't mean you can't come back. You're all right. Yes, there's a difference. You seem so much happier. Well, I is happier. That doesn't always come across on screen, you see. The TV's like one of those, it's a barrier. I don't know. That says, not grumpy. You're just happier now that you can play with your toys and display them. That's one way to put it. You miss my bed in the background? Not. I don't miss it either. I really don't. I really do not miss just rolling and like almost falling over because I hit the bed. It's, whew, I don't miss that at all. Ted getting it right here says, thank you for sharing me with you guys. Because it's true. Because, I don't know. If I was a milkshake, would you share me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I'd be a milkshake, but that's just an example, you see. Just an example. All right. So, I'm streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. And over on Twitch, the bot game is interesting to me. And right now in chat we have a lonely girl, but everything's got underscores, and lonely has a 0 for an O. And I'm like, in the early 2000s, that would be legit. But now it's not. It's funny to me, okay? That you know, what's old is new again with that shit. Time for a New Year's Destiny raid? Oh, not tonight, pal. Not tonight, but soon. Yes. Yes, indeed. And happy anniversary to you guys. We're kind of close together because our anniversary of being together is December 18th, and then the actual wedding one's in August. So we kept it nice and even and divisible and stuff. It's also so I wouldn't forget, okay? I'm not getting any younger. I just like, let's make everything the 18th now. The only thing I couldn't make the 18th was when we got engaged, because that was her birthday, so. What can you do, right? It's, you gotta be clever. But I'm dumb. So, in lieu of being smart, I can be tough, because I'm dumb. Just saying. It's just how life has changed for me in 2023. So it says, what am I using to stream to different platforms? Restream.io. Restream.io. Been using that for a long time. They were among the first. And they've always treated me well. The guy that owns the place is really nice. I had a few conversations with him I really appreciated about the technology and how to move things forward and stuff. And they're really doing great work over there at Restream. So you can pick almost anything you want, but you're limited to 4 on a... I think it's limited to 1 on the free plan or 2 on the free plan, and then you can get up to 4 with a paid subscription. It works really well for me. It's cheaper than Streamlab, but it serves a different purpose than Streamlab or StreamYard, and Streamlab's different in both those. But it works really well. It doesn't. It's got a few extra steps, but nothing crazy. Works for me. You can use it for free, but it just depends on how many platforms you want to stream for. I think you're good up to 2 when it's free, and then if you want more than that, then you gotta pay. It's not crazy. It's cheaper than a lot of them are, so works for me in my income bracket. So we're good there. But as I look at behind me in the camera, which I invariably I will do when I'm doing the show. I just kind of see how the display has changed over the course of just the last 6 months since we got these up. And it's kind of crazy to me that all this stuff is out there and there's still more to put up. And I know there's room for them. We're just getting there. So, can it stream to Rumble? I believe that it can. I believe it can. But, every time I look at the shelves, I kind of get a different idea of how I want to do it. And so I get more excited to actually sit down and do it, which is, you can't really tell, but I've been moving stuff around and making sure stands work and all that stuff to try and prep it so I can get it all done at pretty much once, rather than doing like half of a shelf and then coming back doing the other half of the shelf kind of a thing, making sure it'll function properly. So I'm going to go ahead and load up this video for you guys. Now, every year, I do an end-of-the-year video. They're normally a little bit longer than this one will be. But I figured this one makes its point and gets out. And for those that aren't here, that miss it, or if you want to watch it again anytime, it will be released as a separate video at around 1:45 to midnight Central Time, which would be 1:45 to 1 a.m. In Eastern Time, and the rest you can do the math. But it'll be there forever from there. Gojatron says, remember, at midnight, we can all make our own Steamboat Willie cartoons and not get sued. Is that true? Is that when the copyright goes in the public domain for that one? Nice. Ben says, display's looking awesome. Personally, John William Falcon and the Star Wars card backs. Yeah, me too. I actually have little stands I can 3D print to hold the card backs up once all the figures are out of their packaging. Right on, man. Good night and happy anniversary, Jimmy. So we're going to pop this video on, and I hope you really enjoy it. And I will see you when that video is over. Enjoy.
Hey kid, yeah, you. Everyone thinks toys are fun, but this is a channel for adults. Yeah, I said it. This is a channel for adults. If you're under the age of 18, go get your parents before you come in here. If you're under the age of 13, scram. Let's get on with the show.
For as long as I can remember, every year I've streamed for New Year's Eve, kind of a recap of the year for the community and the best moments, and, you know, just kind of celebrating what we've accomplished. Sure, I've got a lot of new toys. I get to see some old toys. I got a new hobby with 3D printing. The community has grown. I feel I've grown as a creator. But the cornerstone of the entire year, without fail, upon which this was all built and without which none of this was possible, was without a doubt my beloved wife, Lauren. This year's video is about her and about us.
You know, and just yesterday, you were like talking shit on Idaho, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And you know, like you were saying how beautiful Oregon is, and it is. Oregon's fucking amazing, but no place else has this shit.
A blue truck.
Okay, some places have a blue truck, but this view,
Waking up to meet the sun with this view.
Dude, you want to stay in your fucking lane? Thanks. Jesus.
Well, that's all for us.
Jesus.
Love you.
Sit.
Okay. Okay. Circle. Good, sit. Good girl.
Fuck you, pillow. Fuck you. I know you have my bone.
Are you tired? You need to go to bed?
No, I'm smacking the pillow with my bone. I'm gonna go off my bone. Show you, pillow. Show you.
Good job, Gabby.
Okay, I'm done.
We are somewhere in Utah, heading towards Wyoming, per our friend Jesse Babaja.
And you just, have the roughest thing to look at.
Horrible. Burned my eyes. That's why I have the sunglasses on. My eyes are burnt. Can't see shit. Yeah, I don't even have eyeballs anymore.
You guys stick a dog in the car
It's a dog in the car.
in the worst view possible. just the worst.
Yeah, you just gotta look at me. Not sure why I did the pretty laugh
Believe this view.
We just got back about 5 minutes ago from taking the very last load, car full of stuff from the hotel room. And I went up to the front desk and I checked out. I've been living in that hotel room for over 3 years. And it's been a struggle. Been a lot of hiccups along the way, a lot of bad decisions and a lot of mistakes. But this year so far, it feels like I'm making all the right choices. I owe a lot to you guys, and I owe a lot to Lauren. I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm home. Alright, come on. Come closer. Come closer. This is a video.
Happy birthday!
I was the right prick. I'm like, show me the candles.
I was like, okay, I'll show you the candles.
Oh, these are those.
Yeah!
Those ones that don't go out.
Yes, they are! It also took forever to get them on, so. I love you. Yeah! The crowd is, that's a face. Do it.
I know there are probably some of you in the audience that weren't expecting a video like that, and sure, there were some toys in there and there were some funny moments in this and that. But I wanted to make very clear that this year has been the most transformative of any I've had in my entire life in many, many ways. And I owe that to my darling wife. Lauren, I love you. I am blessed to be with you. And I look forward to the first full year as your husband moving into 2024.
Special thanks to our patrons and members who you're seeing on the screen now. Thank you so much for your support. It really helps.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, I made that decision a couple months back because I was originally going to do just a video about the move, and it got way too far away from that. Then I thought, oh, I'll make a video about the move and then the process of getting the toy shelves up. And I said, I don't have that many pictures of the toy shelves going up. It would just be kind of me narrating a slideshow. I was like, I don't want to do that. So I kind of made the decision that this was going to be the video that ended up being the end of the year recap. And the title of the video on the separate version is What Meant the Most to Me in 2023. So hope you enjoyed that. I hope you understood. And I think that the vast majority of you do. So I certainly see things here like Rocky Mountains. I know that Badger was going to have comments about the route here from Oregon. And we got Tony in the house, and Ben says, totally getting the vibe changed and properly chuffed. I think so too. Thank you very much. And Happy New Year to you too, Tone. And yes, Ted, to good choices in 2024. I agree. Logan Army, never forget, man. I ordered goddamn Sentinels. They send me Wolverine. I didn't want that. I know what chuff means, Ben. I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So that's what we do around here, right? Yeah. I guess I'm schmoopy. Whatever that means. Is that something the kids say now? Schmoopy. I've been called worse, that's for sure. Whatever schmoopy means, I guarantee you I've been called worse. So I'll take it. I'm schmoopy. You got it. But like, you know, I didn't take a long time to really describe in detail the kind of support that Lauren provides. And I think that it would be easy to assume she doesn't really mess with the channel or the toys or anything. And for the most part, it's true. What she does do is really important. When stuff comes to the box, she's the one that grabs the stuff and brings it home. Yeah, sometimes I'll drive her, but she's like, I'll get it. And she goes and gets stuff out of the box, puts it in the car, and comes home. And it's been like that all year, where she'll make sure that if something gets sent, that we do get over there and it gets done. She helped me build most of these shelves back here. I only did one by myself, I think. It was only after she and I had done a couple together and I was on a tear. She helped me with the shelves. She helped me with all of the shelves, along with some friends that also helped out with a couple of the media shelves and whatnot. But she and I did the CD one completely alone, together. She did a great job on that one. And she helps me move stuff around. She helps me make sure the place is kept up. And she takes so much stress away and is genuinely engaged in the fact that I'm engaged in my hobby, which is so rare with a partner. So, you know, for me to be celebrating her is the only thing that makes any sense to me.
I am the way.
Well, thank you, Dog Tour. Appreciate that follow. Definitely seen worse names in the world, for sure. It's clever. I respect that. Zombie in here says, hey, Jim Chet, dealing with a cold and allergies, but want to wish you and Lauren and everyone a safe and happy new year. Darn it, need more money for more toys. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? And I hope you feel better, buddy. I really do. It's nice to hear you. Schmoopy, a sickeningly sweet term of endearment used back and forth by Jerry Seinfeld and his girlfriend. Usage of the sugar-laden nickname can bring one near to the point of vomit. Ah, yes. And I definitely accept that as a description. I get you. And Ben says to Lauren, thanks for everything that she does. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, that's... I feel free to do the things that I need to get done, but I also feel very much at home and inspired when I'm not actively working, which is something new for me. So, Wilhelm says, Happy New Year! Well, Happy New Year to you too, sir. That reminds me, I forgot to post the link for you guys to come in Whoops. So, anyone I have some specific guests that I wanted to reach out to, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop them a chat there. So if we want to have a round table, we can. So we can do that and get that done. So you found me a fire. Aha, that's right. Hey, no worries, man. Whenever you get the chance, dude. I appreciate you so much, brother. As far as like my Ghostbusters sign, I've got the 3D printed one and it's great. So I'm all good. Yes, yes. I'm amazing. I'm allowed to be amazing. Thank you. Appreciate that. For those who haven't figured it out, Laura's in the living room with our closest friends and our witnesses for our wedding, actually. They're watching the show. So if anything sounds extra schmoopy, it's because they're all out there giggling like a bunch of, like a sewing circle or something. And that's fine. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves. I'm not trying to poo-poo in their platter. All right? Just wanted to kind of like, if you're noticing a slight difference in the tone of the chat, that's why. So it's very different, and I understand that. And I appreciate it. It's a nice, different vibe for me. Oh, well, yeah, Tone. I mean, you just let me know. I'll get you an address for that. And, if there's anything you're looking for, let me know, because I got some overspill and stuff, so we'll look you up. I had forgotten all about it, dude. I really did. So I'm glad you remember. All right, Ted, there's about a 10-second delay. So I'm going to have them just yell when they hear me say that. Waiting. Nothing. There you go. That was them. Okay, Lord's giving it in person now. Is that like the wave deer?
They were all supposed to come in here, by the way. They're right outside the door, so...
Oh, they copped out.
Yeah.
I thought we were stopping at the door.
Oh, never mind.
Well, you don't have to come in.
I did not fault the rules.
Did you just break my pillow?
I'm very sorry.
We were professional here at the Grindhead Studio.
Cheers, guys!
I have background singers now, apparently.
He's doing so great.
Okay.
Proud of you, sweetie.
Y'all made it weird. Fuck. Ted, I blame you for all of that shit. Ted, I blame you for all that shit. But I love all of y'all. There you go. Alright, cool, brother. I appreciate that. Alright, now this time, chat, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the alert.
Yeah, boy!
It's Chad is in the house. Says, Happy New Year, Jim, everyone in chat. Awesome. So, I am going to, actually, I can message you over here, sir. I'm having a bit of a round table if you're up for it. I know you've probably been on a lot of these lately. But I am going to send you something on Instagrams. I think I've got you right here. There you are. So if you want to come in, you feel free. If you don't, that's okay. It's all right to me. So, but anyone wanting to hop in that has the link, you feel free to do so. We'll get it all up and running here for you. Let's see. Schmoopy now fully explained for the UK. Nice. Yes. Yes. Yes, there are people in my house. Yes, that's a real thing. I do occasionally leave the house too. I don't leave the house much. And we don't have a lot of company, but we do sometimes have company, and I do sometimes leave the house. These are myths to be dispelled going into next year. Because I know I have a reputation, and that's all right. That's all right. I don't mind having a reputation. There are worse things to have, so. Better A Bob in the house. That man has a deep voice. Better A Bob, do not sleep on the marketability of your voice, sir. You should go into audiobooks, transcriptions, and all kinds of stuff. Anything that involves you using your voice. You have a nice voice, sir. Wife's in the horde listening now. Nice. I appreciate that. Fucking Bill. Be careful, Jim. Be careful. Hey, no. Thank you for those dulcet tones, man. Okay, I've heard your voice before. It's one thing to hear them, and then to hear them in your headphones, booming. Because you're like, white-haired toy collector Barry White or something. It's kind of crazy. Kind of nuts. I love it, though. Tim Hayes is here. Appreciate you. Glad to see you. But it's... I think about a year ago today where I was. I was a week into this relationship, officially, I should say. We said, we're going to do this. And the big thing at the end of that show was going to introduce her to everybody. Because I was real cagey about bringing my personal life into things again. And it was a great hangout. We hung out till like 4 in the morning or something. Which I assure you, patrons and YouTube members, we're not doing that tonight. Okay? You're getting me for about an hour. And then we're going to move on with our night. So, really appreciate you guys, you know, all of the support you showed that night. And, really cool.
I'm the way.
Southern Charm Vapors Cannabis Reviews just subscribed. Holy shit! I like all those things you just said. Works for me. So thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Ted says, unfortunately, ships never stop moving from spending another one of a holiday at work. So much fun. Yeah, that sucks, man. I love getting pictures of the ceiling at your work. Nah, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. And I realize, you know, every year is going to be different. You know, people's availability is going to be different too. So it's okay. Southern Charms Vapors Cannabis Review says, you freaking rock, just saying. Well, Happy New Year to you too. And like I said, I support everything you're doing. With a name like that, you know, I'm not from the South, but I spent a lot of my lifetime in the South. I appreciate Southern charm and hospitality. And I, of course, appreciate legal cannabis and vaping and all those things in between. So, welcome to the show. And thank you again for the subscription. I appreciate it very much. So, I don't know if anyone's coming. So, and that's okay. It's not awkward. I did not structure this very well at all. To be perfectly fair, I was like, I'll give you the link. Yeah, I'll give you the link. So, no one, I don't think anyone was expecting to have to be on, but that's all right. That's why I plan things well in advance, unless it's tonight. So, oh boy. And so, like, you know, throughout the year, my attitude towards toys, I think, got different. Bill didn't get an invite. Well, shit, son. Let me get you an invite. I'm trying to remember what group chats you're in, what group chats you're not in. You're killing me here, Smalls. There. There you go. Now I'll probably get Bill, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. We'll see. So, if anyone else shows up, I can deal with that too. So we'll bob and weave. Well, my attitude towards toys changed quite a bit. I was still very, very much I was very much in the acquisition mode. There was I had such a long list of things that I felt I needed or I was looking towards, and I guess I just filled so much of it this year that by the end of this year, I'm kind of like, all right.
All praise be to Gradzilla. Welcome to the Disciples. All praise be to Gradzilla. Welcome to the Disciples.
Brett became a YouTube member with exclusive access to all kinds of fun stuff. When I put out a video early, YouTube members and Patreon members get to see it early. That's what killing you means. But also, we have a monthly live chat that you get access to. Just sit around talking about collecting. Aaron became a member too.
Welcome to the Disciples.
Thank you.
All praise
That's a
be
gift.
to
Keep on giving.
Gradzilla. Welcome to the Disciples.
Y'all making this look like a PBS telethon or something, and that's okay. Just don't expect any coffee mugs from shows you don't like, because I don't have any. I'm sorry. So, but thank you guys. I appreciate that. But that gives you access to these at least once a month live chats. We're just chilling. It's off the record. It's not recorded. It's just to kind of commune, if you will, and enjoy toys and things like that. Mr. Jim Largo says, my New Year's resolution is to find a damn good cup of coffee. Aim small, miss small. Happy New Year. Fair. Love you so much also. So, that's a thing. Ben says, for those of us bereft of brains, having celebrated New Year's 4 hours ago, is a countdown for the East Coast or Texas? Good question. It is indeed for the East Coast, so that we can share here in Texas. I'll have my wife with me and our friends, and I want to be out in the living room for that, because I do a lot of time under these lights, guys, and I wanted to try and find a way to hybridize my celebration of the holiday, try to make it fit both worlds. So, there you go. Bettery Bob says, I always hated when the PBS telephones would interrupt Doctors of Doctor Who. Don't you mean, I always hated it when the PBS telephones would interrupt episodes of Doctor Who? I think that's what you meant to say. I think that's what it is. Just taking a guess. We have our first guest, ladies and gentlemen. See if he's doing it in there. Yay! That works. I gotta go over here. No. Where'd I put it? Where'd I do it? Where is it? Shit. I'm bringing him in here in a second. I gotta find the damn thing. I made a new scene for this, and I can't fucking find it. I'm professional as fuck. No. Oh, I did put it in here. There we go. That works. Okay. Duh. So, let me bring him in. There we go. All right, so everyone can see and hear you now. I apologize for not saying that before. That way you know when you're on. But, Huh? What?
Will.
What?
Oh my God, it's been so long.
It's been forever. You like this cool blue glow on my head?
I think it's great, personally.
What's up, gentlemen?
New Year's and all that fun stuff. How you been?
Stellar. I've been really good, actually. Just busy. Like busy today alone. I woke up today and I was like, man,
Hey, Bill.
Weird. Bill, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Long
Good.
time no see.
I gotta
I think I just saw you recently.
Yeah, a little bit.
How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Good.
Pretty well. I'm just trying to get this fixed for you guys. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. I know what I did. Okay. And that'll work for now. And we're not going to get hurt. Okay. Just trying to mitigate the layout,
Yeah, it's weird watching two screens.
I mean, you don't really have to, because you can just see what's going on right here. But I know it makes it weird. But
I like that, because when I'm just looking at your logo, then I'm looking at YouTube to see what's going on. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah. So my apologies, sirs.
No apologies necessary, sir. Actually.
Actually.
Yeah.
You got the infinity going on there in the corner.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fully aware of that. And the reason behind that is that I wanted you guys to be able to see me, and with I'm using my virtual cam. No one said this is going to be a super professional guest thing. I'm not going to make separate windows for everybody just for the sake of a fucking New Year's Eve hangout. I appreciate it. You're not wrong, but I don't care.
I think you're quite the super professional. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Let's see.
Don't let anybody tell you other.
Well,
More professional than I am. I can tell you that now.
Right. Setting. Can I just not minimize my damn camera? Here we go. That's what I wanted. Yay! Now it looks good.
There we go.
Now
Here's a weird question.
Yeah.
Why do you guys wear headsets?
To prevent echo.
Am I echoing?
No.
What kind of mic are you using?
Fucking Mike. It's just that I have my speakers are low.
Yeah,
so my mic won't pick up my speakers.
My hearing is shit, Chad. I gotta.
Mine too, brother. Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I'm in the middle of my house. This is my dining room, and there are people walking by all the time while I'm here. So I'm on.
Okay, hang on. I want to be part of the cool kids club. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get some heads.
Okay, fine.
Let's see what I can do about getting this a little bit better. Bill.
There we go. That's better.
I'll just scooch this over for a second.
Don't tell Chad.
Don't tell him? I won't tell him. No one tell Chad nothing, whatever it is. My window's not aligned, yes. I just went ahead and minimize it so it'll work. So, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, I got to be like everybody else. Hold on. There now.
We're doing that again? Okay. For headsets to earbuds, that's fair. Largo wants to know if we have any dancing girls, and that's what kind of operation I'm running.
You kind of did. You kind of did.
I mean, Godzilla.
Is this the right way? Am I doing this right?
I don't know, Chad. And am I doing this right?
You know where you can.
Hello.
Right?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello. My name's Saul Rosenberg.
Hello.
Yeah, you ever Jerky Boys? You ever listen to Jerky Boys?
These things are tearing the ass out of me. They hurt because I want to take her up in a flying hot air balloon and I want to fire her ass right at the side of it.
Yeah.
We used to, before we discovered satellite radio and the stand-up comedy channels that they had on that.
Am I supposed
as a
to
band,
do
when we were on
something with
tour.
this
The
part
only
here?
thing we would listen to is Jerky Boys.
Oh, the Jerky Boys are fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's the best. We didn't know we all liked it, so it was a nice surprise.
Yeah, Jerky Boys was like one of those like my friend brought it home and he's like, my dad's friend at work gave him this tape. You got to hear it. And then we sat there in my basement and listened to it.
Oh yeah. Frank Rizzo.
What's wrong with the little man that's on your mic there?
That's good.
He drank too much.
Looks like he drank too much. Looks like he's about to pass out. Yeah.
Well, over the past 3.5 hours, he was assuming some risque poses. So yeah, that's where he's living right now. So this is my my co-pilot Skid Mark. Generally, he sits like this, but sometimes he falls over, and then I put him in like weird poses for everyone to appreciate.
Speaking of weird poses, right after I got off the call with you guys earlier today, my classified Crimson Guard got really upset. I think he's scared of Chad. Fell right off the shelf. So
good. That's what you get.
If you hear noises outside, that's not fireworks. That's people actually firing guns.
Oh
yeah. The military
South? No
base
way.
that I live on is right next to the hood, so we always play. Is it fireworks or is it gunshots? They've been going for like 2-3 hours already.
Yeah, pretty much all night. Down here in Florida, it's all week. It's a week-long event. Fireworks have been going off for days.
We're gonna get minimal of that tonight, right at midnight. But then, because they were too drunk to burn off the rest of their rounds or whatever, tomorrow all day, along with dogs howling and all that shit. And then you go to the next. It'll be done by February.
I thought because you're in Texas, they get too drunk to manipulate their weapons, and then they just chuck them in the fire, and then all night long, like you have rounds.
They can manipulate them. They just can't aim worth the shit. They can pull the trigger. They just don't care where it goes.
Yeah, it's like the Middle East. Everybody's just shooting like this.
We can cut that later, right? Yeah. No, it's not my best work.
It's factual.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's not offensive. It's a fact, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. It shouldn't be.
Not insensitive. If it's factually accurate. What's up? What are we doing? Are we doing the WDW Pro thing? We all just turning off our cameras?
Which really enhances the show. Let me tell you guys.
No, it doesn't at all.
That was Well, some people got blowy noses and shit.
I rubbed something in my eye and it was burning.
Oh, I thought you were vaping or something.
No. I filled my vape and then I rubbed my eye and I think I put something in there. So
I went to go get it.
All right, so Bill, you smoke cigarettes. Will and Jim, you guys vape.
Yeah, cloud contest. It's the best cloud of 2023 contest. Get ready.
But guess what? You're gonna win.
I tried to vape. I didn't get anything out of it, so I gave it up and went back to cigarettes.
Well, I felt the same way. So I cranked the nicotine.
Oh God, there he goes.
That's my vape intro.
That looked like a magic trick, really. Will do it again?
He's like, ooh, do it again. I love it.
Hey,
see, there you go. Godzilla with the plasma going everywhere out of his mouth.
Will,
just like the OG movie.
Is your vape at least like Marlboro Reds, or is it like that cotton candy crap?
Mine?
It's like cough syrup.
Mine
is it cough syrup? No,
mine's a menthol cigarette.
It's got codeine in it too.
It is. It's called Boca Frost.
It's called Lean Mean.
Charlene Mean. As
Sardine.
opposed to Charlene Nice. I don't know. Was that a thing? So I'm not gonna bore you guys with like top 10s of what are your favorite toys and all that shit that everyone's already put a video out about. That's going.
I haven't. Sure. Mine doesn't come out till tomorrow. So.
You already produced it.
Come out at all.
Okay, move to strike that last comment. What I meant was that everyone is going to produce one, has produced one, I'm sure. I definitely am not doing one. But if I was going to pick like my favorite pickup for the year, it was probably it's a toss-up between the Millennium Falcon and those vintage Joes that Bill sent me. And I was trying to stop myself and say also the Firehouse. It's the Firehouse or Millennium Falcon. It's got to be. But the Joes are up there. They're in the top 3.
My favorite's Dash Rendar.
Is that really your favorite pickup of the year, Dash Rendar?
No, I've had him for years. He was the closest figure to me, so I just picked him up.
Oh,
what do you got
I
there?
see those.
Bags of
little stuff that I found for
Beachhead's gun
for our happy little red-haired bearded friend over there in the upper corner.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
It's in better shape than the one I've got on my Firehouse. I can tell you that now, Jumbo.
Well, why don't you swap them?
Okay. Well, you know what?
Because this one here's going in this freaking box right here and going to you, Jack.
Oh, well, that's a good
reason. Here it comes. Hold your excitement. Are you ready?
Oh, I got one of these too, Jim.
Yeah, those are nice.
Is that a GoBot? Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's a GoBot.
Knock off Transformers, isn't it? If they got down to dollar.
Actually, sir, the GoBots came out before the Transformers.
Knock off Transformers if they got down to the dollar store. That's what we used to say when we were kids.
No. So that being said, this GoBot, the only reason I bought this, and he's tired, right? Because it's New Year's. The only reason I bought this guy is because
the other guy.
Just Jeff and I went toy hunting here in Albuquerque, and I always go to the mom and pop independent owned brick and mortar stores because that's where I'm going to find all the stuff that I like. So the 3 stores that I always frequent, I will never leave without purchasing something. And I saw this GoBot, and they had a minty Hondo.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And so I picked them up. You know, they were like not much each, but you know, it helps them keep their lights on, and they're good people. So I bought those. But, yeah.
And that's kind of the thing.
Zoltar.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Who wants to play with a transforming building?
I mean,
I don't get it.
Metroplex.
Hey, I like the original Metroplex. Okay. I got that when I had chicken pox.
Take it from me, the great Zoltar. Intending shall get you nowhere, but doing, yes, that will bring you much, much reward.
Is that racist?
I mean, If it was then, it is now. Lauren wants to know, Bill, if you have any magic for tonight.
This is about as close as you're going to get, Lauren.
There you go. It's New Year's
I don't
Eve,
know.
man.
I might open the box up. If there's something that I can do that I don't have to prepare for or have to practice, I might can do something.
Well, here's the thing. Shortly after midnight Eastern time, all 4 of us are going to disappear. So
that's true.
Let's do a group trick. So it's going to happen.
What else did you get, Jim? That's cool.
Shit, I got a lot this year. I started all like the Star Wars stuff, so I started getting the vehicles. I got the X-Wing, I got the TIE Fighter, I got a Cloud Car. I got Slave 1. Yes, it's called Slave 1. But I got all Power of the Force 2 stuff because I like the paint jobs better, and they're the same molds. You know, I don't understand the people that scoff at them like, oh, it's not the original. I'm like, yeah, the original wasn't painted as well. They didn't have the same functionality. Plus, I don't have to, refinance my car to get one.
Yeah.
But so I got I got those, all of those this year because I was like, all right, I want to get this the most of this Bespin related stuff done. And then right around that time, a Rancor ate everybody and the game over. But getting the Real American Hero stuff from Bill really kind of kicked that off, and then going through those vehicles and everything, it's been kind of nuts. It is to the point where, like many of us, I just don't know. That has a nice effect. Is there actually a hole in the back of you put that through?
Yeah.
Are you making a bong out of the Rancor?
What is going on here?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's a little late. I've been doing this for a while now.
Hey, Jim, I was telling Will here earlier that I almost did a top 10 classified list of 2023, and it was going to be 5 minutes of black screen with elevator music.
Yeah,
I should have done that.
I would have done 5 minutes with a drum roll, and then 5 minutes of black screen.
5 minutes of one long drum roll, and then just the goat scream.
Yeah, I mean, perfect. Perfect.
I probably would have. I would have caught some flack for that because there's some people who only collect 1/12 scale GI Joe that have no senses of humor.
Well, and that's true, but that's why it's funny, and no one watches my show really. Like in the grand scheme of things, like those kind of people don't watch my show because they know I'll kick them out. So you could still do it next year, and no one will be
like version something Snake Eyes, right? That's like version 8.
Oh shit! See, he's making
That's a nice magic trick.
From
yeah.
Oh,
is that a Toxo Viper? Very cool.
Broken Sea Ray, just for you.
Oh no, there's a lot of crap in here, Jim. So you got to understand, some of it is not in the greatest of shape. Some of it has been.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah,
they've been.
Something awful happened to her, but I mean,
that's just an O-ring. That's no problem.
Easy enough.
Well, there's
just takes a little bit of this, and you're good to go.
Yeah, she's missing.
She's missing her waist.
Crotch rod. I can print a new one. The files are out there. It's easy.
Yeah,
a little bit of paint, and I don't even have to paint them. Lauren will do the painting. I don't have to do shit. Oh, nice.
Some of them are need new O-rings.
See, I will never. How do you always have the exact right figure right next to you, Chad? You don't even leave the screen or nothing. I swear you've got like holsters of figures under your desk.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty rad. That's what
well, oh, nice.
I don't have that guy next to me. Sorry.
I guess this is a jetpack. Is that kind of one? There's some guns in here too. I don't know who they go to.
If it's a scale and it fits and you don't want it, send it. I'll find a use for it, dude.
I don't know what this is. It's a gun of some sort. I guess I need to put that in one of these plastic bags.
Just so they don't.
By the way, Jim, Merry late Christmas. I guess I don't know. I don't know when this shit will actually get to you, but.
Well, I appreciate it, man. If it doesn't get to you until next Christmas, that's fine too. I don't give a shit. Like everyone has a different situation with sending and receiving things. Everyone's got their own
butt
thing.
Is this? Is that a girl butt or a boy butt? I can't tell.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Maybe it's Lady J's.
I don't know. It
Kind of
might
both.
be. It might be a Baroness butt. I don't know.
Hey, if that's a Baroness butt, you send that on over.
It's somebody's ass. I don't know. What's
I mean,
going on here. Here's
I got a pretty good
legs.
Baroness butt. Oh, Will.
I know what this is. This is not complete. Here's another ass. And let's see.
That's Snake Eyes version 2 head.
Yeah,
nice.
and some of his body.
Yeah, that's good.
There's an arm, 2 legs, and I think his torso. Yeah. And another butt. I don't know.
See,
what
I
it's
forgot
around.
all about that Roton, so I'm glad you remember.
The Roton. Yeah.
Bob says the streams are getting better and better the closer it gets to midnight. I know exactly what you mean. We got a question.
Oh, here's
from Captain
Snake Eyes.
Ben
Here's
Stutley.
Snake Eyes' butt. Okay, I found it.
Snake Eyes butt. Ben Stutley says to us, reversing the question after a year out of toys, did any good Star Wars stuff worth chasing get released mainly after vintage style stuff? I would say yes, in the sense that they released several versions of R2-D2 in different scales, which for whatever reason is one of the hardest figures to get. So that
This
would be my
Revan
only
figure
answer
is
on that.
not bad. I like him.
I have the first release of that 6-inch Revan, the one that was astronomically priced until they re-released it.
Yep. I missed out on that.
What is this?
That is Doc's mortar.
Yeah.
Nice. You already said
These
Doc, so I get that.
are some really funky. Can you see?
Oh, those are Salvation, Terminator Salvation.
Oh, is that where they're from?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's.
Oh yeah, because that's common.
Well,
in a black
particularly
hat.
that one in the middle.
Oh, this guy probably is. Yeah,
That's Terminator Salvation.
This is like a knockoff.
Because that one is Tomax and Zaymot built.
Yeah.
Did you get Tomax and Zaymot?
I think so.
In the care package.
I feel like
so.
Carson. He was holding things up.
So while Bill is fiddling and showing stuff to sort, did your attitude towards toy buying or your collection or what pursuits you might have, was there any change of perspective this year for you guys?
Is that for everybody?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to cut back on just buying crap all the time and just kind of stick with the things that I really want. Like the superpowers. I need to just stick with superpowers and what little's left of Origins, and these impulse buys like Pimp Daddy Destro over there need to stop.
But it was worth it for the joke, man.
Will, you want to go?
Yeah. I want to support more independent toy lines like Delta 17 and Callsign Longbow. And I know Chad hates when I hold these up. But
it's like the 8th time today.
I know. I can't. They're new. It's my new dollies. I'm happy I have them.
Baroness. That's Baroness Rifle.
But yeah, I wanna stick with a lot of these indie lines and
Storm Shadow version 2 backpack.
Nice.
I have been informed by the missus that I need to slow down on, as Will would say, buying toys. But I can still receive toys. And I have to agree with that. That is Sci-Fi's rifle. I'm focusing more on vehicles and playsets versus dollies, and I'm looking forward to getting all of the independent lines that I've already ordered and all the Kickstarter stuff that we're all waiting to be fulfilled. That's the kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to. I have to, Jim, you and I discussed this when you were on my channel. We talked about display solutions and stuff, and I'm already starting on this wall here behind me I'm going to redo this entire wall. I need a lot more shelf space because now I have that unproduced 1991 train that Steve's Toys printed for me, which is freaking massive. It takes up 5 shelves by itself. A lot of play sets that I need to open and pull out of boxes and things that, even though I took over a complete 2.5 car garage, I've already run out of space again. So I'm going to work on less acquiring stuff and more loving the things that I already have. Those are Duke's Binos.
So more curation and care than acquisition.
Yeah, I need to finish that. Oh, that's that Ninja Force Snake Eyes sword. I need to finish restoring this Night Striker. There's a bunch of customs that I've kind of been putting off, and I'm going to turn my setup around. So when you look at me streaming, oh, that's the mortar defense unit mortar. I'm going to be kind of positioned more like Bill or you, Jim, where I'm going to actually turn my whole setup around so I'll have a bunch of shelves behind me.
Yeah, this is a bunch of crap behind me.
What'd you say?
I said, "Oh, this is a bunch of crap behind me." Well, I need to go in here.
It's all a bunch of crap, dude.
Like, well, you really can't appreciate how awful it is back here behind me because I've got it.
No, I see some freaking gems behind you. I see some gems back there.
And to be clear, chat, he means gems, GEMS, not gem in the holograms.
That's not a joke gun, is it?
Is that a gun?
Well, it's like a knife gun or something. I don't know if this is
no, I don't believe so.
It's going in
That's
there
a knife
anyway,
that identifies as a
you'll
gun,
find a use
probably.
for it.
Again, my disclaimer is always: I'm an enthusiast. I'm not an expert.
That's fine. You're better than me right now because I don't know what none of this is anymore.
I mean, if you didn't have the context of going through GI Joe parts, and I saw that first, I go, "That's a Flash Gordon something." That's what that looks like.
Crap, mega crap, crap.
There's a lot of junk in this box that I'm going through. Jim, do you have any aliens?
Yeah.
Like the aliens. Would you like to have a figure that the alien has torn apart?
Sure.
Complete with blood.
That's rad.
That's awesome. Yeah,
dude.
Cool.
From chat,
I like what Beta Ray Bob said.
Yeah, I was just bringing it up.
That's
Hasbro layouts this month changed his
head.
perspective of buying their stuff directly. Independent lines be getting more of his money in 2024. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel in a similar way. It's really, you see a lot of companies doing that this time of year, and it does seem like it's driven not to keep the business afloat, but to maintain higher profits, and it's silly. It's really silly.
Yep. And it's a lot of
figure.
It's a lot of poor decision making that has led to, the value that's put into these items. Like the quality is not really there. You're seeing a lot of gummy, like crap Duro accessories, a lot of inconsistency, a lot of QC issues, and then laying off a bunch of people to get better profits in that that magical fourth quarter. And then the article comes out that the sale was finalized for Entertainment One, and they took like a $2.8 billion bath on that.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's absurd, man. Like, I understand that the guy before Chris Cox, who was the CEO, was the one who wanted to turn it into like this mega entertainment corporation. But like I've said so many times before, that the days of the Hassenfelds are over. The days of like innovation and being industry leaders and taking risks and making awesome stuff is just done. This whole wash, rinse, repeat, retread. Here's another Snake Eyes. Oh, here comes Cobra Commander. That stuff is tired. It's just tired. Like when I had Will and I had John and Mikey Kukovic from Call Sign Longbow on, on my show a little earlier, and Vargo, we were kind of all talking about that. Like, the people at Hasbro they're really starting to take notice of these independent lines that are really threatening their bottom line. Like, and I'm not just talking the Valaverses, because Valaverse is an extreme example, because what Bobby's done, like, he had a vision, he stuck by it. He said, this is what I'm doing. It's a military line. They're guns, they're rifles, they're not blasters. Oh yeah, Batgirl. Like, Bobby is that success story, but you got Delta 17, call sign Longbow in the Navy, Legends of the Hidden Force, Strike Force Alpha. You got all these lines coming, Operation Recall, Fresh Monkey Fiction, Chicken Fried Toys, Marauder Gun Runners. When you're at Joe Fest and Hasbro's not there, nobody cares. Nobody cares that Hasbro's not there. Let them go to San Diego Comic-Con and be hipsters and drink lattes and listen to vinyl. Nobody cares at all. They're that old name that everybody recognizes.
That's not a OG. That's a 91.
That's a Secret Wars, isn't it?
No,
that's a Toy Biz.
It's like a 93 or a 94, like probably like this.
That was like the most articulated action figure you could buy back then, because it had like 21 points of articulation.
Attorney Ellipse, he's got it right too. Hasbro did the firing to make room for the Uncle Toddy Macmic team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
And like I said, one of the things that we loved about toys when we were younger was that that discovery. We were discovering a new IP. We were discovering these new characters. We sometimes transitioned scales. You went from your G.I. Joe and your Star Wars to your superpowers and Secret Wars, Masters of the Universe, Mask. But
Air Raiders,
each one of those,
it
was something new to discover and to learn about and to enjoy. All of this is just retread. Remember that? Yes, we remember. We have it. We don't need more of the exact same thing.
And every 6-inch thing that Hasbro puts out all looks the same. Legends, Black Series Classified. They just look the same. Same weird articulation, brutal chest cut, fucking weird weird shoulders and all that stuff. And I'm just like,
is that a vinyl Batcave? That's awesome.
It's all that's left of my old Batcave that I had when I was a kid.
Cool. Oh, that is so neat. Cool. That's such a great display piece, though. You could put that right up and have a Batmobile coming out of it. It looks sweet.
Old school. Yeah.
And by the way, Chad, you can swear.
I've got the whole thing in another room, but this is mine when I was a kid.
That's beautiful. Yeah, still though, man, you got plenty of Batmobiles. Just set it up on a shelf. Put a Batmobile comes, screaming out of it. It'll be perfect.
Oh, Batmobiles. Okay, you made me tell a Batmobile story. All right, so Todd Mack did the 1966 Batman line, and they released that shitty Batmobile that's way out of scale with them, but it's in scale with superpowers. So I thought, okay, I want one, and this was like just shortly before Christmas. So I went on McFarlane.com, and he's got it there, and not a bad price. And I thought, okay, I'll order it. So I live 75 miles south of Memphis, Chad. So if you know where I'm at, down here in the Mississippi Delta.
Yep.
So the hub is Memphis. So when you're tracking a package and it gets to Memphis, you get really happy because tomorrow it's going to be at the house, right?
Just like Castaway, right?
All right. So it gets to Memphis, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be here at the house tomorrow. 4 days later, it's still in transit. On the 5th day, it's in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
What happened?
That's like my fucking Castle Grayskull story.
Did it come back from vacation with sand in it or something?
Nothing. It probably was overworked. Threw it on the wrong truck, I guess, and it got put on slow boat to San Juan, Puerto Rico. So 5 days later, I'm waiting for it to come back here to the house.
Oh my God, that is
no. 5 days later, it'll get to Memphis, and then I'll hope that it'll come to the house the next day.
Maybe.
Hey, Will,
you're lucky.
Sorry, Clifton. That's the United States Postal Service for you.
Will, remember that package that I got that was ran over by the truck? The one that I did that video on, and it was like just completely squished. That was one of my favorite car rants, and I was like, "This!" I fucking threw it.
At least it made it. Though.
I think that was the first rant of yours.
These guys are so cool. These are rad. Thank you so much again, Chad.
You're welcome, my friend. Merry Christmas.
Thank you enough.
What'd you say, Jim?
I was just saying, I think that was one of the first rants of yours that I watched, actually.
I haven't done one in a while. I haven't really felt the need, like, oh yeah, everybody's talking about how they're laying off 1,100 people, and I'm like, that's known.
Yeah, I kind of passed on that. I mentioned it in passing on the live show because people asked, but I'm not gonna do a video about it. Like I've done enough.
Migo.
Oh shit. OG
Dang.
Migo Batman.
That thing's been played with. That's cool.
This one here's a
that one's a
cape.
Ooh.
He still got his cape.
You could Frankenstein those together and get a new sticker. You're
he needs gloves, but that doesn't matter.
Repro gloves are cheap and they're abundant.
One of the coolest things that I have in my collection is a coloring book from '86 that some kid colored like a third of the pages.
Did you do a
Who
good
was
job?
that I was talking to? It was Reploid Bill last night on my show. He got like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics that Eastman and Laird did, the original ones when he was a kid.
Yeah,
black and white. But he was a kid when he got them, so they were black and white. So he thought they were coloring books. Fucking colored inside.
Hey, I got an Eastman and Laird #1.
I thought that story was going in a very different direction.
Now,
that Robin looks pretty freaking good.
It's not too bad. The R got tore off somewhere, but now it's got something very special here. It's got something very special here. He didn't have his gloves. Now this is old, okay? It's done a long time ago by my mom. My mom took some green stuff and she sewed gloves together for him.
But isn't that how they made the gloves? They're very similar to that, right?
She had taken the pattern off of
oh shit.
She cut it out of some green plastic material, and she and you can see she did it on the sewing machine.
That's awesome.
Am I the only one that noticed we lost Jim for like 2 seconds?
Well, I was trying to fix something. Okay, I was trying to fix something. Didn't work.
Did you fix it, Jim? Did it fix?
I hope it did. I'm about to find out because it's doing that stupid ass thing where it changes my volume on my mic.
Still live.
Yeah, we're still live. It's just for a second.
His sound keeps cutting in and out on him, or going lower.
Right.
But we sound real loud, and he can.
No, I on my end it's
now,
okay.
Jim. You sound good now.
Good.
All right, so I found one of Batman's gloves in this bag of crap.
Hey, that's good. You just upped the value of that thing by about 20% at least.
No, I don't know if
not that we're about that
or not. Still got his shoes.
Oh wait, let me see that penguin again. He looks good.
Now this isn't the re-release. This is real. This is a real deal.
That's awesome.
That's clean.
That is really nice.
For that white, that's clean.
By the way, Bill, Sir Clifton says it's okay. I'll tell the USPS office in your area to keep up the great job.
Thanks, I appreciate that, Sir Clifton.
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Ooh. Right.
That Joker's, that's really nice.
Still got his shoes. Now,
as seen in Robot Chicken.
What is this?
Sex toy socket? I don't know.
No,
I have no idea what this is. What did it do? Is it? I don't want to get it.
Did he not have a flower?
I don't know that he ever did have a flower. No, I think
but that could be for a mechanism of some
action
sort.
Feature of some sort. Okay, yeah. I think his arms turn. This may be a different Joker than the original release. I don't know.
Wait, slap fights you?
Yeah, his arms want to move while I move the figure back and forth like this. His arms. I think this was had an action feature on it.
I'm going with sex toy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Survey says
Joker was swimming underwater.
And survey says
sex toy.
That's right. That's right. Clifton also asks what everyone's excited in the new year coming. Can be hopeful for or but less likely. Yeah.
I hope that this year doesn't suck as bad as this past year has. So this new year, maybe it won't. Oh, I just ruined it. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
nice.
hey, Bill, it's the Fist Fighter variant. I'm just looked it up here. Collect them all. You move that tab on his back, left or right, and he does a slap. And the package is hilarious. Can I share my screen?
Sure you can.
Because it looks like he's like bitch slapping Batman on the package. It's really hilarious. Yeah, let me show you.
Happy New Year from Wraith. Happy New Year.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's spinning. Okay, yes. Yeah, there we go. I remember
wow.
Remember that box.
He is fist fighting Batman, and you see Batman getting his
That's crazy.
He's really getting knocked out there. Karate, kung fu action.
Wow, okay.
Does it work? Did you try it? Try and do the slapper.
Well, like I said, when I was moving it back and forth, his arms were trying to move.
Oh, okay. Yes, because he's supposed to go.
Yeah.
So you feel when you find out
but his clothes are kind of.
It's kind of like that.
I think his leg is knocked out of the socket here. Oh. Were they held together with like some kind of elastic string or something? He probably needs to be restrung.
Yeah, not dissimilar from an O-ring. It's very similar to that.
That is such funny card art, though. That is hilarious.
No. His knee is the only thing holding his knee to his thigh here is
the costume. Yeah,
that looks painful.
Yeah, I got mine back. Oh, you can't see him on this camera, but I got mine back there. Can you imagine? Just leaving it in the costume and trying to play it off like nothing's wrong.
Oh yeah, being an ass trying to sell it to somebody that doesn't know any better.
Well, I met Peter Parker himself. Like, that's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
It's all right. Don't worry.
It's fine.
I'm still a tiger.
Yeah. Well, fine. How are you?
It's fine.
It's
fine.
Anyway, Eternia Ellipsis question.
Yes. What we're all looking forward to. Chad, go ahead. You start. We'll just go counterclockwise.
World peace.
Okay.
On a personal note, I'm looking forward to finally being retired and getting that DD214 because that's been in the works since May. On a professional note, I'm going to be retired, so it's just going to be me and the dollies hanging out. But I'm just looking forward to receiving and promoting and more supporting the independent lines like we were just talking about, and working on some new display solutions and just enjoying some quality time in this room. That's pretty much it. Channel stuff just kind of is what it is. That all flows from my likes and creativity and whatnot, so it's kind of hand in hand. But talking smack about classified, I guess. It's worked for me so far. No,
I mean, look. Just because the target's easy to hit doesn't mean you shouldn't shoot. I totally get it.
No, I pretty much just I don't even engage that anymore. It's just it's like fish in a barrel.
Ted says that World War II is coming, so all retirements are on hold. Sorry.
World War III.
I don't even see that. I guess the chat's a little behind on YouTube.
It's up.
Not for me, good sir, because I was medically retired, so they can't touch me. And then medically retired me after 22 years, like we were talking about this morning. And I'm like, darn. By all means.
Yeah, it's like, that's a good time. Because they tried to do it to me at over 4 years. They're like, well, you're too busted up. And I was like, all right. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Come here, say hi. Come here. Oh. You guys want to see my kiddo?
Yeah.
That's my kiddo. Say Happy New Year.
Hi, kiddo.
Happy New Year.
I'm going to get going. I got to take my kiddos out. You guys have a great New Year.
You too,
all the best. Bill, it was good to hang out with you again.
All right, thank you. See you later.
We'll see you soon, Chad.
Good luck. Good luck on your retirement.
I appreciate you very much. Jim, Happy New Year. Good to see you again. Will, you're the man. Bye.
And then there were 3. So it's your turn, Will. Bill. It's Bill's turn. It is Bill's turn. What are you looking forward to this year?
I think I said it a minute ago. God.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be worse. I gotcha.
My year has sucked, so I'm hoping it's going to get better, but I don't know. I found this guy when I was going through all that.
Nice.
And I think this goes with him somehow, but I don't know how this works.
I don't think he does either. It's cool though.
Somehow I think that this is supposed to like go over the figure's head and make him the Riddler's
I thought it was just a way to keep your pizza level.
That's like a mind control device or something.
No, it's got like a TV on his chest.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's Batman Forever. I get it. It's the box. Yeah, I got you. So, Will, what about you? What are you looking forward to? I know we kind of covered like the newer toy rooms stuff. Shut up. Yeah, you're good.
Looking forward to. I'd say I'd say reorganizing the collection and maybe getting something a little better going on behind me, because I think a year ago I said I was going to get out of this spot, and here we are a year later.
I'm kind of in the same boat, dude, because it's like, well, yeah, I have all this stuff behind me and it does look nice, but it's not even close to what I envisioned when I first started doing the collection in the first place. So taking the time to really kind of push that home and make the display everything that it should be, I think is going to be a big one for me, for sure. And Ben Sully asks our opinions on the radio-controlled car world, because it has the same vintage modern debates, also 3D printing, but there are still classes to race on both old and new to this day. I had one radio-controlled car, maybe 2, in my childhood, and I never picked that back up. Although my uncle had gotten this big monster truck RC that he had to build as a kit. You have to build and paint and all that shit. Yeah. And he loved it to death. It was cool. But relative to how expensive they were at the time, looking into it now, I don't really have space to use them. So I think it's awesome that it exists. I'm sure it's the same thing with Lego, the same thing with a lot of other stuff too. I think it's great that it exists. It's just not for me.
I'm not into that, but I could tell you what I did have. I had a Jaws Sandcrawler.
Oh yeah.
Put batteries in it, and it crawl along like this right here. And you had this remote control, and when you press the button on it, it would back up. And when it backed up, it would turn as it backed up.
Yeah.
And that's the way you would turn it. You'd back it up and make it turn, and you'd back it up some more, make it turn, and then you'd be able to go the other way.
Highly efficient, this Sandcrawler. Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, the other thing I did have, and I hated it, and I ended up getting the regular land speeder, but I want to say this was a Sears and Roebuck exclusive. You couldn't get it anywhere else.
Makes sense.
There was a land speeder that looked similar to the Kenner land speeder. I don't know who made it. Maybe Kenner did, but it had this R2D2 looking clicker thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it would go forward, and you were supposed to hit this clicker, and the sound was supposed to make it back up and turn. And it
had ears. So it was like the first home assistant that everyone worried about it being monitored all the time, huh?
Right, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I hated it. I don't know whatever became of it. I probably broke it when I was a kid because I hated it.
Fair enough.
Probably worth $1,000 now.
Yeah. There are a lot of things like that, but yeah, RC cars, I did get into them when I was a kid. Me and my friends picked them up. I only built one kit, and we all kind of did, and it was actually really cool because the town I lived in, they had we had like a little creek that ran through the whole town. Probably not quite a river, but at one point they dredged it because I guess it was overflowing, and they pulled up tons of natural clay. So they dumped it all where our baseball field was. So there were these mountains of red clay, and we literally took clumps of it and molded track, ramps and little whoop-de-doos and banks and all kinds of stuff. Imagine having a track the size of a baseball field, and it was pretty amazing. Like we really would. We would like we got filthy, and my parents hated the fact that we had all that clay all over us. But it was a really fun summer, and we did that, and we raced our RC cars on it. The next year they took all that out and got rid of it, and plowed it over again. But it was just like a once in a lifetime experience. But that was a lot of fun. I haven't touched RC cars other than like a small cheapy, model that I picked up here or there that are just kind of plug and play ones. But it was a lot of fun putting those together and racing them. But back then, battery technology kind of sucked. You had those nickel cadmium
they're about this big.
and
Looked like a popsicle, not a stick.
Yeah, and the charging, what was it like? You charge it for like 45 minutes, get about 15 minutes of play, and then you have to charge it again. And my friend had a little, more cash than I did, and he had 2 batteries. So, while I was sitting there charging, he'd be, running a second battery, and that was the way to go. I later did pick up a second battery, and it made life a lot better, because, but they were a lot of fun, and there was no official league or anything in my town or in my area. So, it was just me and my boys hanging out, playing with big balls of clay. It was really messed up though. There was one part where it was like really wet and you could sink in it. And my friend got stuck in it like up to his waist, and I had to pull him out one time. His shoes.
It happened to a friend of mine one time. He was wearing rubber boots.
He left his shoes in the clay.
Yeah, he was wearing rubber boots, and he got stuck in one of the sinkholes like you're talking about. And when we pulled him out, we heard his sound, and his boots were still down there, and we never could get the boots out.
Is there actually, as a kid, is there any worse feeling than accidentally stepping in mud without a shoe on?
Yeah, there is. Accidentally stepping in dog crap without a shoe on.
How often did that happen to any of you or any of your friends?
One time I was with a girl, and I was going to take her on a date, and we were going to go fishing by the little stream in my town. And we got there, and I went to lay down like the blanket for the picnic. And and by picnic, I mean, we went to like the convenience store and bought a bunch of like junk food, and then walked down the block to this place. And I brought a blanket from my house, but I put the blanket down, and then I was like going to straighten out the corner, and I put my knee right in a big pile of dog shit. Like smeared, like I slid, like there was no coming back from it.
So you're saying the date went really well?
No, because she was like repulsed, and and I was like, oh no, I could just wash it off. Let me get a little water from the stream, and she's like, no, you need to go home. And I was like, oh.
So what happened to all the food? Did you just leave it there?
No, we took it with me, and I went home and got changed, and we hung out at my house. But it was supposed to be like the, time for us to spend together. And I'm one of 6 kids, just so you know. So there's always people at my house, always someone around. And while we did hang out at my yard, it was a little different than going on our little picnic that we were going to do.
So your first date was pretty shitty.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm going to stop right there because I could I could riff on that for a while, and I'm not going to do that to you. I love you. Catching up with chat, Ted says there's a guy down the street we used to build gas-powered RC trucks. They were fast, but never got into them. Those suckers were dangerous. And I saw at least 2 of them flame up.
Loud as hell. Yeah. Oh yeah, they were loud. I remember some dudes. There were some dudes with the RC airplanes, the gas ones. Those were pretty sick. And they'd come down to the field by our house, and and fly them around. I never did it. I got to watch them do it, but never really got, like I said, super into that.
And Goji always wanted that sandcrawler, but never had it. I didn't know it existed until the 90s. I saw it in old, like I picked up a lot of old like back issues of comics in the 90s just to read. And I saw an ad for that. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it existed."
Well. You want to hear some disappointment? I can remember distinctly. All right, when my wife and I moved back here to Mississippi, we lived in the little small house that was right beside my mother's house, and that house is gone now. We had it demolished. And when Mother got sick and moved in with me, and her house got ransacked because there wasn't anybody living in there. And it was a wreck in there. My wife would go over there once in a while, and she would get things and bring over here. And that's what little bit that I have left from my childhood is she's responsible for that. Thank you, Paula. I distinctly remember going in there in the old room that I lived in that house, and I saw that sand crawler in there, and I think the door was ripped off of it, and the remote control was gone. And I said, "Well, just leave it." So I could have had it, Goji, but I didn't. I didn't get it.
Hey, did you hear from Largo by any chance? Because I just haven't heard from him in a little bit, and I wasn't sure if he was.
Largo was on the Insomniac show last night.
No, I know, but I haven't heard from like.
Wasn't he in the chat earlier today, Jim, on this channel?
He was in the chat before, like, because we streamed and then I went on, like, I ate something and then I went on Chad's stream, and then I was on that, and then I came over here. But I've seen him in the chat a couple times. But is he having like internet problems, or is he?
I didn't see anything to indicate that, but I bet he is, and if he is, he can't tell us. So, I would guess, you know.
No, he just said he thought we were. No, send him the link again.
Well, we're going to be out of here in about 10 minutes, and we're going to do a different link. So, I would love to have him on. It's just like to get you know. I do want to get through chat here, though. Brett says there's an RC shop down the street from my house growing up. They had a track behind the shop that held gas-powered races on. Never got into it, but we'd go watch. That would be fun, to go just watch people race theirs. Like in a semi-formal environment. Like, I would have really gotten into that, especially if it was like just down the street. We didn't have nothing like that in the burbs where I was at. Would have been nice, though.
There's a really cool hobby shop in my area, and in their basement they had like an indoor, like 1/24th scale slot car track. That was pretty wicked. Watching those, that was fun.
There he is. He's like, I heard my name. He says.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, I was just wondering. I'm like, where's Largo at?
Well, here he is.
The after party soiree. I didn't know we were hanging out in the Grindhead
I thought I made it clear in my Patreon and member exclusive video that you should still have access to. I think.
I don't know. I've been busy today. I've been, philandering and highfalutin and stuff.
Yeah, y'all been busy. Like, I came in and I thought I was gonna be in there for like 5 minutes. Turned into like a half hour or something. I'm like,
yeah, we went long,
do.
And then Chad went long. Yeah, I've just taken like tea breaks and quick snack breaks, and then like, then you get in it,
which is exactly what I was trying to avoid today. If I got sucked into the vortex, and I did for the first one, I was like, nope, I can't. So,
but I got to tell you, for me, this is like the day. Today and tomorrow, I have no obligations whatsoever. There's no possible way anyone could call me for any reason whatsoever. So I was like all in today. I'm like, no, I'm doing this. I got nothing. I took care of all the stuff I had to do this morning, and I could stay up as late as I want today. I've got no accountability tomorrow. But then after that, it's just back to life.
Back up. Yeah.
Sorry to cover up Jim's face, but Sir Clifton says, when I was a kid, my favorite RC moving vehicle was my giant Voltron. I had remote. You click on it to move forward, and it reversed. Really cool as hell. I remember those. I had the traditional vehicle Voltron that just came apart. You did each individual one, you could wind it, and it would go or something like that.
Yeah.
But there was no like RC to it. I tried to make him skate once, and he fell over, and I got really scared that I broke him, so I never did that again. And of course, the torque wasn't that good. So he was like, and just fell. So we never did that again. Ben is saying he's appreciative of hearing all the experiences with RC. Getting into the stepping in dog shit. Better Ray Bob says, stepping on animal guts your cat left out as a gift with your barefoot sucks. Now, I never walk outside without shoes on. That's fair.
Gotta really suck. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
And Ted says, y'all remember the cars that had little engines? You could change them out with the tires and the rims. There was a toy. There was little plastic engines that like did different things. Those. Yeah, I remember those. I don't know what they're called, but I have no idea. And Ben comments, nice memories. Kind of brought up RC because it's the only toy I still play with the same way I did when I was 6. I sadly don't do it with Star Wars figures anymore. That's fair. I mean, I have so much stuff that I'm like a lot of the vintage stuff that not that I'm scared to touch it, but I definitely don't want to make it any less good condition than it is. So it's like, I want to pose them, I want to play with them, but I don't want to go so far that like they go careening off a shelf or something. Especially those Joes, they're fragile. They're so fragile.
Motion detected at the
I need to shut her up. I'm sorry, folks.
Is that because the fireworks? Or
Alexa, do not disturb.
I won't disturb you.
By the way, anyone at home listening to this, if your Alexa, your A word went off, just tell her to turn it off. It'll come right back on. Also, that kind of power was a little intoxicating for a second.
Have you ordered her to execute Order 66 yet?
Yeah, but you know what? Jedis keep showing up. Bob says, today/tonight without toy-related live streams says this has been great. Best New Year's Eve I've had in a long time. Thank you all. Yeah. No, Bob, thank you, man. Oh, shit. Bill is a member of the channel. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I don't know how long I could do it for, but I'll do it for a couple months, I think.
Hey, I appreciate that. And Jason Garcia says, good night, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, too.
Happy New Year, Jason.
And as a reminder to the folks at home, if you want access to the private soiree, Reign of Fire style, you can just become a member here on YouTube, or you can join on the Patreon. There's different levels on both. Go with the one that you like the best. I will say when it comes to member-exclusive kind of getting in touch back and forth, Patreon's much easier than YouTube. Finding members-only posts is really difficult, and I don't know why. It's just in the feed for no good reason. So of the two, I recommend Patreon just for ease of use, but whatever you want. If you want to come in, say hello, and we'll count down all over again and have some fun for about an hour or so. Nothing crazy, nothing heavy, but we'll be in my living room, which has never happened before. So we're having some fun.
I think I was trying to you under my normal channel thing, so it's not going to be Weird Fantastic Toys.
I don't care. Like, it's whatever you want. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings none. You know, well, I'll make sure you get the links. I'll just send them directly to you.
I don't ever use YouTube as that particular thing, so I may not be able to see anything that you post on your.
Well, guess what? I'll just send it to you. I'm gonna make it easy. We talk all the time anyway. Because when I paste it, I gotta paste it in two places. What's the third one? Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. It's easy.
So, Jim, now that you're getting the Grind HQ set up there, what have you found in your bag of things that you'd forgotten you had that has been like the ooh, ah, wow kind of moment?
I haven't gone deep enough with it to do that, but I have found a couple things. Let me real quick take a look.
We need to entertain folks while he's gone, so we need to.
Oh, okay.
Do you? I think it's pretty entertaining watching me just look around aimlessly at my
what
shit.
You got a Squatch.
I got my Squatch on. Yeah, this is one of my favorites I got this year. I got a Sasquatch, the first Sasquatch in the lair. Came from a G.I. Joe convention set that they did.
Was it a vintage figure?
Well, not really. It came out in the 2000s. They did a set.
Oh, you did finally get one?
I did. He's all fuzzy. He's fluffy.
He is fluffy.
Yeah, they did a set called Search for Sasquatch. So it came with this guy and the Air Adventurer, and it's fun. So I've been having fun with this guy.
So I have my answer.
Yes.
It was actually from my first ever toy purchase as an adult. First ever toys that I bought, like a live show, was early 2020. And I got like some NECA stuff, just Freddy and Jason and stuff like that. A couple other random things. But my favorite thing that I got was these little chibi Godzilla monsters. And they were a Japanese version of them that came in a branded box. It was official, it was the real deal. Whereas the stuff similar to that, but chibi small. They're only about that big. And there's 8 to 10 of them. You got every character you could think of. They're super cute. And the guy was like, well, this is...
Is that like the set where Epic Badger got his Godorable?
It's very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar. Just squished, like little... Kind of like Bubble Bobble. If you ever play that game,
Okay.
it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, well, I bought this in Japan. So that makes it an import. I want $50 for it. I was like, I'll pay you $25 or I'm walking away. And he said, and it was the end of the day, and he just kind of looked at this person who was helping him manage his collection. In other words, he couldn't haggle worth of shit. And she goes, and she in front of me to his face just went, take it. Because I guess he hadn't sold jack shit all day. So I got it. And I found out it's around a $30 to $40 thing. So he was upselling a bit, and I undercut him a little bit, but we met at what I would say is a reasonable price. And he took it. He wanted money. I wanted them. I got it. And although I knew it was always back there, to pull it out and put it on the shelf was really cool. But when I start busting these shelves down and start dedicating different lines, looking in those bins is going to be a fucking time warp, and I can't wait. But I'm going to come back to chat here in just a moment.
Yeah,
we have a minute and a half.
Going off like crazy here. I was going to say, what's our delay? Yeah. Oh, you got a countdown there. One.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Got to make it easy.
Yeah.
I found an OBS plugin that'll let you do it real easy.
They started like 2 hours ago here, and it's like it's not even 11 yet. They don't care.
Yeah,
they're shooting weapons. They're shooting weapons outside my house.
There is a lot of things that have concussive force that are being exploded around me. It's better not to think about it. Keep your dogs indoors. And
the only thing that bothers me about them out there shooting those guns into the sky is what they're shooting out of those guns does come back down.
Right.
That
it
is
hits
true.
them right in the. And it's one of the dumbest practices anyone could do anywhere. Don't do that.
Happy New Year.
See, Rancor's got it. So we've got 30 seconds, guys. I just want to say it's been a hell of a year. Like I said in the video, it's transformative. Look forward to spending more time with all of you and finding new and unique ways to blend with the community and do more stuff. And I'm really blessed. I could not really be happier, I don't think, but I'm going to try. Because, when you're in it, you want to soak that shit up, right? So we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, New York and East Coast, U.S. It's official. Awesome. So, cheers to everyone who's in the future right now. Cheers. We got less than an hour now. I'm going to catch up with chat. And we're going to go over to the hangout there. Sorry, the beer's falling off my thing. Ben Stutley says, good to hang out with you guys. Happy New Year to all. Apologies for not being a Patreon. Skinflint, haven't done that for any channel yet. I don't blame you. I understand. All the best for 2024 and see you there. Absolutely. Payne says, I'm going to stream with Oz. Stopping to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Mr. Payne, sir.
And say Happy New Year to my wife. I'll be right back.
Please do. Ted did a Y2K in New York. I bet that was scary. Clifton says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And Coach Tron says, welcome to the future. Where's my jetpack and hoverboard? It's in the mail.
Flying car. Need a flying
Lauren
car.
says, cheers. Cheers, baby. I'll be out in a minute. Bob says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Bob. Ted says, cheers. Daniel says, I've been in the future for about 6 hours so far. Well, tell me how it is. I hope it's good. And then Aaron with a little flower. Fireworks. Thank God it's not a flower. Whoo! We know what happens with flowers around this place. So good. Good. Very good. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciated it. And I look forward to seeing, hopefully, all three of you right in a similar room, but I'll be in a different room. All right?
Very cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and hop out, and I want to say my goodbyes to the stream, folks. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Okay, that was my most professional stream ever, I think we can all agree. Without question. Best thing, nothing went wrong at all. Not one technical issue. James Lucas says, Happy New Year, guys. Did Chad have to leave to his OnlyFans show? I hope so. I'll have to check. I am a platinum subscriber. So, I meant what I said. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff for the channel in a slightly more regimented way. Life is going to be changing a lot this year, too. We'll see what happens. But you guys were a huge part of it. I look forward to every Monday doing this show. And technically, in the East Coast, it's Monday. So guess what? This is your TGL, your first TGL for 2024, and we'll see you a week from now for the first official TGL of the year. I'm going to give it a rest for myself, for my sake, and for y'all's sake, too, because I am not doing a New Year's Day stream. I do enough holidays a year. So, James, I did give him $5 earlier. Ted, I see your comment. I'm not putting it on the screen. You know how I feel about that shit. But I appreciate you. It was sly. Someone had to do it. But, again, thank you all for being here. If you are a member or a patron, the link will be going out here relatively shortly. Within about 10 minutes or so, we'll have that link put up and we'll do the countdown together leading up to 2023 for me and mine. So thank you guys so much. I had a great time. I appreciate all the new channel members, new subscribers on both Twitch and YouTube. If you're watching anywhere else, consider coming over to these platforms next time. We love you very much. And for those of you that have been here in the past and I'm seeing you for the first time, you know who you are. I miss you. I appreciate you. But that's all I got to say. Happy New Year. We'll see you later this year. Cheers. I mean it. Cheers.